Hello and welcome, guys. I'm just getting my chart. It takes a while. Okay, I have it now. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. It's so hot here, and although I've been praying for these days when it gets warm, I'm not used to it. So, just bear with me. I forgot to grab my drink, so I'm just going to just need to open my email because I don't have Spotty's picture here. Is the outdoor noises too loud as well? If you can let me know if anyone can hear any outdoor noises. I can't close the window, it's just really warm, so I have it open at the moment. I'm just going to grab my drink and then I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Unprofessional here. So I'm just going to add Spotty to this list and then find that picture. Okay. There we are. Oh. Let me see. I have two email addresses. That's the only issue. I'm like, which one is it on? Excuse my heavy breathing. I've been running around this morning in this heat. Let me take that. Thank you to the members. So much appreciation, but I'll take that off now so I can see you. Hello. Hello, guys. So, Swatty, I'm just looking for yours. I actually remember getting the notification, but I can't remember which email it was on, so I can't quite see it. It's not showing up on... Because I have admin@secretfrequencies.com, my website email, and I have secretfrequencies@outlook.com. So it's just a case of maybe an other maybe? Was it? I remember getting the notification, but I can't see it. And I wouldn't get a notification if it was junk, I don't think. You know, if it went to junk, I don't think you'd get a notification for that, so... Do you remember? Spotty, do you remember where you sent it? I'm so sorry, but do you remember where you sent it? Was it admin@secretfrequencies.com or secretfrequencies@outlook.com? Oh, there we are. I have it now. I have it. Yes, I have it. Okay, so you are on the list. Wonderful, wonderful. As long as I can get to them. So I will need this, but I have no room for it. I'll put it there for a moment. So, I want the chat as well. Bear with me, I think this Bluetooth will come in handy here. If I can kind of prop my phone up here, so I can have the chat. Wonderful. Very, very makeshift, but... Okay, so I'll read the list so far, and if you're not on it, Pooja, you're not on it yet. So if you would like to send the pic, remember guys, recent picture. It doesn't matter. I don't share the picture live. Well, I don't share it at all. So it's not, you know, a case of like your best picture that you've ever taken, just a recent one. So you want your recent aura. If you send like an old photo, you're going to get the aura from that time, and the aura does change with emotional changes and spiritual changes, and we go through a lot of those throughout our lifetime. So I find like the aura to be something that changes a little bit more than other things, you know. Well, of course, palms, they really don't change very quickly, but yes, so recent photos are really best. So I have Arpita, Shweta, Kevin, Miss Venus, Samaya, Swati, Pooja if she's going to send, and I just saw Jasmine saying she would send. So let me make sure I haven't missed anybody here. Carolina, do you want one? Did you send yours? I will put you on here just in case. Very welcome to send one. Do try to make it a bit of a recent one if you can. Like 1 to 2 weeks ago, you know, that's fine. But I would say the more recent, the better. Okay. Preview center. That's fine. Okay. So, wonderful. So we have a bit of a list here. We have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people. If Carolina just wants to send a picture, so put question mark there. So I'm not looking for it like, where is it? If she doesn't send. Okay, so aura reading. It's been a while. So yes, like I said, auras change when we go through emotional and spiritual changes. So it's always nice to have updated aura readings, and I did check, and it has been a while since we did one, so it's a good time to do one. And what I will do, so I have quite a bit of time here, and what I will do is I will begin, of course. I will begin. If we have any newcomers joining in, I will do my best to add those as well. So Leon, if you can hear me at the moment, if you can maybe do like a little message saying something like, let's see, I don't know, so just something like, or welcome, if you're a new subscriber, just find the information in the description and send a recent photo. Just kind of clarify that it should be recent, and then, Starry Sky, wonderful, okay, you're very welcome. Yes, please send your photo. I have 2 email addresses, Discord and Facebook, in the description, so everyone should have some way to contact me. And yes, I will try not to take too much time chatting like I usually do. The music is going well, and we have all complete. We have our divine masculine energy here, we have our divine feminine energy here. And as always, I printed an equal amount of both, even though we have much more divine feminine energy in our community. But that's okay, because the template we use doesn't really matter. So, let me find... Okay, I have to turn here. So, Arpita, I believe this was a email. So if I can try my best to remember where you guys sent them. If I was more prepared and less busy lately, I would have done like a folder of them. But yeah, I'm not very prepared. I have it, it's just being slow. Oh, I have the email. Where's the attachment? Where is the attachment? Is it just taking its time? strange. Oh, I can see the attachment before I open it, but when I open it, I can't find it. That's so strange. Oh, I definitely should have saved it. How am I going to do this? It's right there. I can see it. I opened it before. So I was on my laptop. Oh, let me just turn the. Oh, it's on. I thought the power wasn't on for the laptop. Leon, do you have any idea why I can't get to this attachment? I can see it. I don't know if it's because this is a really old tablet, but when it's like the list of emails there, I can see the attachment, but I can't kind of. Open it. So strange. Oh, I can open the palm reading one. I can open the palms, but I can't open the. I can't open the aura one. It must be like a glitch, because why can I open the palms but not the full body picture? So sorry, guys. Has Leon to rescue me. So if you wait there, I'll wait for it to load, because it's very, very slow. So there is the email kind of like do you know what I will do? I will do it with a small thumbnail, and I will practice my. Sometimes I can tap into auras from, because I feel very connected to the energy, like, you know, through being on stream a lot and doing readings a lot. So I think if it's the small thumbnail might be enough for me to connect.
Which one is it?
There's two palms and then there's a full body picture.
I can't see them. That top one now.
It's in that thread, yeah.
Vouchers.
I think I'll be able to do it. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. I think I'll be able to do it, it's fine. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know where it is now.
Okay, oh no, there it is. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Technical difficulties. I suppose it gives some people, if anyone is new, it gives you a chance to send in your photos. Pooja, I haven't seen a notification for yours, but like I said, this tablet is really, it's not resonating with me at the moment. It's not working with me, you know. It's like against me. It's just so old. But just let me know where you've sent it, and I'm sure I will find it. I just had trouble opening that one, but I can connect to the energy. I've done an aura reading before anyway, so I do feel quite connected, and I can see it. It's just usually I would like to open it very, you know, full screen. I can still see it, I can still connect, but it would have been nice to have a full screen basically. Oh sorry, Aries. Let me put Aries on the list. Apologies, I really do apologise for the technical difficulties. Pooja, that's fine. Aries, wonderful. And Leon, please do. Oh, you have done it. Yeah, thank you. That's perfect, Leon. Short and sweet. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. So sorry, guys. So sorry. I apologize. Okay. The ghost opening my doors. Yes, I do feel connected. Yes. I'm picking it up. Okay, I was like, I need this to be full screen. Okay. Sorry. Pen has run out of it. I still need to get new pens, to be honest with you guys. The aura readings were out of sight and out of mind. I just kind of forgot about them. Purple. Thank you guys. Sent by email. That's perfect. That's fine. Okay, I haven't. So sorry. So sorry for my how long I took. Okay, so I need to know if it's in short. Okay, so we have, if I can point, so I will start. Let's start at the middle and move outward, shall we? So we have, if you can see that, I know it's a little bit pale, but it is like a kind of pale blue here. So we have a pale blue, and that's it's very it's a small, you know, pot, and it's not the, your kind of traits and characteristics, the most prominent colour, I don't know why I couldn't think of that word, I say it all the time, the most prominent colour may resonate more with you than the lesser prominent colours, but just, you know, see how you feel about it, see how you resonate with it. There's a small amount of pale blue in there, and there is energy there of, it's a calm energy, so as you can see it, well, if you can see, it's very pale blue. There's a calm energy in there, quite a calm energy. So this could be someone who enjoys meditation, or just enjoys kind of taking their time and being mindful, like connecting with things around them. They may prefer to take their time as opposed to someone who's in that kind of like hustle, quick motivation, like not that you're not motivated, it doesn't mean that you're not motivated, it's not a lazy colour, but there's just a more calm energy about it, so it's not quite as fast-paced, okay? Not quite as fast-paced, but don't get me wrong, I'm not calling you lazy. And so there's a calm energy about it. It is quite calm. You could be very calm, or you could be seeking to be quite calm. It could be someone who wants a quiet life, you know, something like that. There's also, with the pale blue, there is this energy of being a support system for people around you. You know, you might be someone who people can lean on. You might be someone who people quite commonly open up to, and people might find it quite easy to open up to you. They might find it quite easy to confide in you, if that makes sense. And then we have the yellow. So the yellow, very, very nice. There's a lot of yellow. It's quite prominent. So in yellow we have connection to the inner child. We have so there might be some self-confidence here. There might be someone who's quite confident in their abilities, or becoming quite confident in their abilities, maybe stepping into your power a little bit, or, you know, really seeking and endeavouring to step into your power. And there's a desire for a confidence, but an inner peace as well. And there's a playful and kind of curious nature with the yellow in the aura, especially when it's quite prominent like this. You may be very connected to your inner child, or you may be doing healing work on the inner child, and then you may be someone who is in study. So it doesn't necessarily mean like school, college, university. It could be that you're self-teaching something, you're reading a lot of books in an educational sense, not just, you know, entertainment sense. There is an intellect kind of energy with the yellow as well. So it's nice because there's a balance between that kind of playful, joking around kind of energy, and then the intelligent side, you know? So the pink's the most prominent, so let's talk about this first before we go up to this purple here. So the pink is the most prominent, and it's really nice. So it's a nice, like, calm kind of pink, or calm but kind of, I suppose, kind of bright, like a light, you know? So there's joy, there's harmony. It might be quite easy to create harmonious relationships with those around you, or there may be people in your life that you are really in harmony with, you know? It doesn't have to mean like a huge friend circle, but there's some kind of peace and harmony with connections. So in the yellow we saw more inner peace and harmony, or in the pink we see more peace and harmony and connections and relationships. So there's a love in the pink energy, and as you will see as we read different auras, if we do get anyone with green and a nice green, not like a murky green, and pink are both reflections of love energy. But green's a bit more broad and pink's a bit more romance. It's a little bit more on the romance side. It can extend to friends and family and all living beings. So it's not to say like you don't care about that, but it does kind of lean a little bit more to the romantic side. And with a lot of pink in the aura, it could be kind of there's indication that you'll be in a long-term committed relationship, and you could be kind of manifesting that person or bringing that person in, or you may already know that person, you know? When we have this pink quite prominently, there's some kind of forefront focus on that alignment, if it's not there already. And yeah, so this person, so if the pink in the aura is very ongoing, if it's very, you know, if you keep coming for aura readings and there's always quite prominent pink, it usually would indicate a kind of a serial monogamist in a way, you know, someone who goes from monogamous relationship to monogamous relationship. They may not stay single for a very long time, and they may not be someone who's very bothered about like dating around. They really want to find that next person who's, you know, their love if something didn't work out. But long-term committed relationships are kind of the goal with the pink energy, but of course sometimes things don't work out. So let's talk now about the purple that we see. So we have purple, and purple, of course, it's all about like spiritual awareness and enlightenment. There may be, you know, rising above ego as well in purple. People who can kind of see the bigger picture, the long-term picture. And it can be someone, so there can be, so we often think of it as spiritual, and that does make sense, but it can also be someone who's very interested in psychology or philosophy as well. So it's not always directly spiritual linked. Maybe you're studying philosophy, maybe you want to study psychology, something like that, but there is a spiritual energy there. Do bear in mind this is the least prominent colour, but it's still potential for you. It's still in the aura. So deep thinkers, people who are quite deep thinkers, but there is some more murky energy around the purple here. So we will always point out and talk about where the murky energy is. When you have murky energy in a certain area, there are a few different kind of more negative things to note in auras. So when we have murky colours, or kind of this grey, kind of blockish kind of energy, it can be about a bit of a block. So a block in spirituality, a block in the gifts, a block in connection to the guides. Maybe it could be a block in gifts. It could be like an unrealized potential in gifts, and there's a block. Maybe you're trying to tap into it, but there's a block, or maybe there's the block is kind of, you haven't tried to tap into it because this block is here. It's kind of, you know, if it's been long term, that block's always been there. Maybe you're just not on that spiritual path, but there does seem to be potential for that potential there. So that is opposite. So I will write that down. And guys, as always, if you want a picture of your aura afterwards, I will send a picture over, and I will also link my article that talks about all of the colours. So you don't have to come back here and like rewind the video. If you don't want to, you can go on the article and you can read yourself about the colours and their meanings. So I will link that to anyone who wants it. So next we have Shweta. So let me just get this up. Beautiful picture. I love the necklace. So I just wanted to say as well, because it's 12:30 and I apologise, it's my fault, but we have, I think we have 11 people on the list, and I do have a limited time today. I have until, Leon, correct me if this is wrong, but I think till about 2:15 GMT. So it's 12:30 GMT now, so that's just under 2 hours. But Leon, do correct me if it was before that. I'm thinking 2:15 or 2:30, but if we said 2, do let me know. Anyone who does not get a reading this time because of the time constraints, you will be first on the next list. So I always do it that way. So yeah, you'll be first on the next one. So Shweta, let's go for Shweta. Yeah. turn the brightness up on my tablet a little bit. 2:15 is good. Okay, wonderful. So we have 2 hours. No, not 2 hours. We have just under 2 hours, like an hour and 45 minutes. That's probably enough for 11, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay. Oh, we have more people sending pictures. So yes, so like I said, if we don't get through everyone, you will be first on the next list. I was scheduled off for quite soon. Let's see, I don't know if I can do tomorrow, but I will do very soon. So, let's see. So who else sent? Sorry. So Lavina, we have Lavina. Says sent on email. So I'll check both emails for that. Shelly. Oh, Carolina, you sent earlier on. Let me see. Let me squeeze you in. I missed your message. Yes, Carolina. Just after Starry Sky there. Okay. So I think everyone's on the list now. So Shreesa, sorry, let me get back to you. Sayama? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Sayama, hello and welcome. You're very welcome to join us. You may be on the... So I'll just let people know if they're coming in now. You may be on the second list, but you're very, very welcome to stick around, send your picture in. If you're going to send a picture for aura reading, please try to make sure it's a recent photo. Our auras change with emotional changes and spiritual changes, so they can change quite quickly. So I would say maybe, like take a photo now and send like the most recent one. But if you don't want to do that, and you do have a photo that's within like the last 1 to 2 weeks, then that would be great as well. The aura readings are free, but today I'm on a time limit, should we say? So if I don't get to you today, we'll have another aura reading scheduled in very soon. So let me just check. Luckily, I put my diary, or my calendar I should say, in here. Oh no, I think I might be... Is there a stream tomorrow? I feel like I'm just missing something and there's a stream tomorrow. Let me just double check that. Don't worry, Shreesa, it's almost done and I will talk about it now. Let me just check. Excuse me, sorry about that. feel like there's a stream tomorrow and I haven't written it on my calendar. I usually always write my streams on my calendar because then I'm not planning over them. Oh no, wait, what's the date? No, there's no stream tomorrow. Okay, so it's very likely that I will be able to do tomorrow, so maybe we'll do like a similar time. For those, of course, who I don't manage to get to today. Oh no, this is aura reading, sorry, it's not crystal ball, this is aura reading. But thank you for popping in. Okay, so here is Shweta's aura here. Oh, I think that's good for lighting. So we'll go from the middle and outwards. I've been doing that lately. So here we have indigo in the center here. So we have indigo here, and this is adventurous or spiritually connected. So sometimes people who have a lot of indigo in their aura, like majority indigo, sometimes they have wanderlust. They're someone who travels a lot, you know. But it can also indicate there is a spiritual aspect to indigo as well. So it could be that spiritual connection that you have, you know, just a little indication of that spiritual connection there. Open to new experiences, have deep intuition usually. So it's someone who's quite intuitive. They can sometimes have connection to like higher wisdoms. So there might be someone who has brought forth some, you know, wisdom or something like that from a past life. They might be like old souls, you know, probably told their whole life that they're old souls by people. And they're quite good at being discerning. So if someone's lying, they tend to have a good intuition with people who are lying. Now, do bear in mind that that's the smallest colour in the aura, but it may still resonate with you. Then we go out and we have green. So, like I said earlier on, pink and green are both very, very love colours. But this green it's a very broad love. It's like unconditional love. It might extend to like plants, animals, and this person might be, you know, they might just have a really deep compassion and empathy for animals or for plants or for something like that. It's like more than just your close friends and family. There's a wider love. Maybe even someone who, you know, gives to charity or gives to the homeless or something like that, and that's very forefront in their mind, you know, whereas a lot of people can overlook that day to day. This person might really feel deeply for those kind of causes, but again, this is the second least prominent colour, getting a bit more prominent as they go outwards. We have the yellow, and I know I did talk about that before, but I will touch on it. So we have, hello Ryan, hello and welcome. So you're very welcome to our aura reading. Please read the banner. So yellow, we have the connection to the inner child. We have the intellect, you know. So if there's a lot of yellow in the aura, there could be study going on, or this could be someone who it just feels like studying never ends. Maybe they like to learn languages, maybe they like to just read educational books as opposed to like novels or audiobooks, you know, these days. And it's just a very, there's connections to the inner child, and there's that playful spirit. There's also within yellow, so I don't think I mentioned this on Pizza, so apologies for that, but within yellow, there is this possibility. Yellow really shows potential to have a spiritual awakening, potential. So you may not have had one yet, or you may have, but the yellow has a lot of its potential too. So that paired with the indigo, there is a spiritual energy coming through there. And then we have the pink. So we have the pink surrounding. So the pink is the external colour in the aura, you know? And that, of course, it's that love, it's that compassion, but it does tend to be more pinpointed to that romantic love. And again, there is this kind of idea and energy that you will be in a long-term committed relationship, that a long-term committed relationship is coming your way, that you... Yeah, it's a lot about like long-term committed relationship. Let me just buffer for a moment. Relationships. So there's a nurturing energy with this and an understanding. There's kind of like a deep emotional understanding with this person, a deep emotional energy, you know? They're probably very understanding, and with the green as well, so you have green and pink, so both of those compassion, love, energy colours. So it's really nice, it's a very nice aura, but there is a bit, if I pull it closer, there is a bit of murkiness here, and sorry, I brushed the mic then, so sorry if that sounded loud. Here, and here. So just kind of coming, you know, around the edges there. A bit of murkiness in that pink. Coming around the edges there. So sometimes the murky pink can be that there's naivety, immaturity, or some level of being unrealistic about something. So it can be that. But it can also be blocks on the love path. There could be blocks or delays on the love path as well, because of course it's in the pink, so where that romantic love path connection energy. I dropped it. And that was Shrita. And again, so if you want a photograph of your aura, message me outside of stream, not in stream, outside of stream, on Facebook or email or Discord. Message me and let me know that you want the picture of the aura. I will reply back to you with a picture of the aura and a link to my website, so you can go back over the colours if you want to. So is my chat stuck? Or Ryan, you're very welcome to an aura reading if you'd like one. Let me know if you've sent an email. But I will move on to who's next? We have Kevin next. So okay, we're getting there now. We're picking up our pace now. So let me focus on Kevin. I believe I do have this on Facebook. Thank you very much. If I had a way, what I should probably do is try to figure out a way to have a list on the side that I can update. Because when people book way in advance, I usually will have the list on the side. But because there was only 4 people who booked in advance, I didn't bother with the list. But if I could have like a list I could update on the side, that would be perfect. I don't know how to do that. Hello Tiffany, hello and welcome. So yes, you're very welcome to have an aura reading. The list is getting long, so you may be on tomorrow's stream, but it will be a similar time to this. But you're very welcome to find my information in the description. I have email, Discord and Facebook. Send a recent photograph of yourself. Recent is better because you're getting the recent aura. Auras can change with emotional changes and spiritual changes. So do send a recent photograph if you can. To either of those, just let me know where you've sent it. So email, Facebook, Discord, let me know, and I'll put you on the end of the list. But I will let you guys know if we don't have time and you're on tomorrow, I will let you guys know here on stream. Okay, so let's get into Kevin now. Let's get into Kevin. Arpita, hello. Your reading was first. So if you rewind back, maybe to about 10 minutes in, because I had some issues at the beginning. I think if you go to 10 minutes, from the start, you'll find yours. Sorry if 10 minutes is the wrong time, but yours was first, so it's the first one. You're welcome, you're very welcome. Okay. So we have Kevin here. Oh, it's Ron. Oh no! Is it on me? No, it's not on me. This always happens because of these pens. And I always say I'm going to get better ones and I never do it. So, please do bear in mind that is not your aura, it's just because the red has run. Okay. So, let's see. So as always, I'm kind of making it a rule now to go from the middle and work outwards. So Kevin, here we are. So we have in the middle, we have red. So I think this is the first red in the aura that we have seen. Now, red is a interesting colour in auras. I think that's pointing to it, yes. So red is an interesting colour in auras because a lot of the time it's like, oh no, there's red in my aura, because there's a lot of anger that can be in red and things like that, but that's murky red. Okay, so this is not murky, if you can see, even though it's leaked. It is a very nice bright red. So, but there is some energy of like passion there, maybe still maybe that high energy that kind of, I suppose, anger has, but it's on the nicest, the better side of the scale, if that makes sense. So there's some passion, maybe a stronger connection to life goals. So this could be someone who's really actively working towards their life goals, or being quite proactive with what their life goals are, really trying to make a plan, trying to think about that, because it is the colours in the aura don't always resonate with the colours of the chakras, but if you think about, so don't, think that that's the case. I will, if anyone wants my article to look at aura colours, you're very welcome to it. But but with red, with the bright red, it is kind of similar to the root chakra in the sense that the root chakra is very much about, the physical action on our life goals, So that is kind of resonating with the red in there. And with the red in there, and so there may be also like a balance. You might be a bit balanced as well. So someone who is, so with the red we do see a lot of very similar with the root chakra, very physical, but there's a balance as well. So maybe there's a balance between physical and spiritual, or maybe there's a good balance with, it's just a good balance in general, maybe like a good balance in like the mind, something like that. But being quite a balanced person, grounded, balanced, but it could be someone who enjoys material pleasures or material abundance, maybe indulging in the pleasures of life, you might say. So but there is a high energy with red, and even though it's, well, I don't know, maybe it is like the most prominent colour, there's a lot of red in there, so there may be like a lively or energetic spirit. You might be quite lively and energetic, even if that's only in certain scenarios and certain situations. It might be even if it is only in small, not regular situations, that might be a very big part of your life, if that makes sense. So those moments where you are very high energy, where you are very kind of, out there, like outgoing, they might be key parts of your life. But there is this energy of indulging in material pleasures and, you know, indulging abundance, things like that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we have the yellow there. So it's mostly pink here, but I did notice that there was some yellow, some more lighter areas with some yellow in there. Now the yellow, like I said, so we have connection to inner child. We have intellect, you know, intellect potential. Someone who's studying might get a lot of yellow, and we do know that that is the case for Kevin. So maybe this is a reflection of you studying, of, you know, that intellect side, you know, which pairs nicely with that connection to life goals as well. So did I miss anything with yellow? Yellow, connection to inner child. Playful kind of spirit. Yeah, and maybe like a magnetic energy as well. So that's one thing I didn't mention, but sometimes when people, okay, yellow isn't the most prominent here, but there can be this magnetic energy, people being very drawn to you, especially when it's the most prominent colour. I know it's not here, but there is kind of that energy as well. And then we have pink, so we have pink there as well, and the pink's bright, nice bright pink, so joyful, perhaps in harmony with themselves or with their connections in their life, you know, their friends, their family. Compassionate, gentle and loving, but like I said, with the pink, it's much more on the romantic side, so it can be, you know, you're likely to be in a long-term committed relationship, basically. Or, you know, maybe you're finding that, maybe you're working towards that. Then we have the purple, and the purple it's very nice, you know, you have a lot of purple in there, and purple is spiritual awareness, enlightenment, unity, you know, the connection with that spiritual side. Maybe you've kind of learned about your ego and you're kind of self-aware, you know, seeing the bigger picture. You may be a visionary, you may inspire people, you might kind of encourage people to reach their full potential. So not only focus on your own life goals, but you might give other people inspiration and ideas to work towards their own life goals as well. So that's really nice. So I do always point out how purple does connect to spirituality, but there can also be, like I said before, it might be philosophy, it might be psychology. There's this intrigue in how things work, the mind, the spirit, you know. It's more mind and spirit than body, you know. So you're more likely to be a psychologist or, you know, study philosophy than be a doctor, let's say. And that's not to say people with purple can't be doctors, but the purple shows that side of them that's more the deep thinker kind of side. And it's really nice because we're seeing for the first time on this stream today metallic colours in the aura. Now I do believe that a lot of you have this, maybe not at all times, maybe when you're practicing spirituality a bit more, meditating a bit more, you know. But this is really nice because if I can show you, you can see, I'm not sure, it surrounds the whole aura. It's a full ring. Well, it's not a ring because they think this is 3D. I'm showing it as 2D, but it's 3D really. So it's more like spherical. But it's, you know, it's all around the aura. And that's really nice. Because what I feel, so the metallic can have a few purposes. It can be you're really, maybe you are meditating a lot. Maybe you're really deep into your spiritual practice. Maybe you have come to some enlightenment or awakening recently. Maybe there's a guide around you who wants to connect, or maybe there are angels or some kind of high spiritual protection. And I really feel, so it's not to say that you can't have the others or that the others aren't true, but I am feeling very strongly spiritual protection with this one. So protection. Oh, and sorry, what I forgot to mention, there is a bit of murkiness here, so I do always point to the murkiness last, just to talk through what that might be. So if you can see, it's kind of in between, kind of mostly, so it's mostly on the pink, but it does reach a little bit into the purple there. So what does this mean? So Merkiness in pink, like I said before, there can be naivety, immaturity, or being unrealistic. That doesn't really resonate with Kevin when we look at the other colours, where we have that deep thinker and that kind of maybe a bit of an old soul. So it may not resonate with his naivety, but there could be some kind of or maybe in one area, or there might be some unrealistic ideas about something. But really on the pink, it could be a block to the love path, so, and it could be working through a block to the love path. Or there's a bit of a block on the love path, or there's a bit of issues in some way on the love path because it's very connected to that romantic love colour. Going a little bit into the purple, of course, it could be that maybe the spiritual side is a little bit blocked, but I don't feel that because of the metallic. So because of the metallic, I'm thinking it really does feel more linked on the love path. It does feel more on the love path. It's very minimal, so it's not worrying to me, but it's maybe something, you know, when you become aware of things like this, maybe I work on this. Maybe in my next meditation I focus on releasing that murkiness from my aura, you know? So it's always good to know. It's always good to know these things, and it's always good to point them out, even if they're only minimal, because we can still work on that, we can still, you know, get rid of that, so why not? So, okay, so I've only done 4 and we've been on for an hour. I am sorry, that's my fault in the beginning. I had some issues. So try and get more than 4 done in this next hour, because we do only have an hour and 15 minutes now, so let's see how far we can get through. So Miss Venus is next. Oh, I've only done 3? I thought it was 4. Oh no, I'm so sorry guys. But we will schedule another one for tomorrow if I didn't make it to you. But it's very possible that I will, because I tend to pick up momentum as I go. So let's see, Miss Venus. Oh, I saw this picture before. It's so lovely. All of you guys' pictures are lovely, by the way. I just really like Miss Venus's hair and kind of like style on this. It's really, really sweet. Thank you, Leon and Kevin. Thank you. Yes, you're all welcome, but if you go on to the end of the list, you may be on tomorrow's list. Just bear that in mind, but feel very free to send your photos in. Find my details in the description and send your photos in. Samaya's after Miss Venus and then you, Swati. So it goes Miss Venus, Samaya, and then you. My singing bowl full of pens. Can't find the one I'm looking for though. It's escaped. I think it's escaped. Oh, that's that. No. Jello. Looks black. Oh. Mm. Oh, we didn't have music. So I'm going to. I will just use silver in place of gold. Metallic is, it's just pretty much the same kind of, you know, pretty much the same kind of message, if you will, with the silver and gold. So they are kind of interchangeable, but I will just let you guys know if it's gold for you. To find my gold pen tomorrow. Okay, so let's look at Miss Venus's aura. Very nice. Okay, so we have here in the center we have the green. Excuse me. So this is a nice bright green. So again, don't confuse it. If you do get my article afterwards, don't confuse it with murky green, where it's kind of like jealousy and all of that. So you have the nice light green. Sometimes that can be found in the aura of healers, because this was a little bit light, you know. I need a light green, to be honest with you, but this was a bit light. So it's still kind of like that bright green, but it's lighter than the other auras that I've just shown before. So it's much more kind of like, there is still kind of that energy of like that compassion and all that, but the lighter green, it does tend to be found in healers, and light workers and things like that. But there still is like that compassion, that, you know, Miss Venus. There still is that compassion. It could be self-love, there could be love for plants, animals, people, and all of that. And yeah, so it's just like kind of that, how would you say, like broad love that's unconditional. That's the word I'm looking for. Broad, unconditional love. But this is lighter, so just bear that in mind, Miss Venus. If you are going back to the article, the lighter green that's often found in healers. And then we have here as well, we have the indigo. So the green merges out into indigo here. So indigo is adventurous, spiritually. It's Miss Venus. So adventurous, spiritually connected, open to new experiences, may have a deep intuition, maybe a connection to kind of higher understanding or seeing the bigger picture can come through as well. Someone who's quite discerning of lies, you know, so you're not likely to be, it's not to say that you will never be deceived, because, you know, we have these lessons on our life path, but you're quite discerning. So it could be even a situation where sometimes you were like, you know, I shouldn't trust this person, then you did, and then things went wrong and you were like, okay, my intuition did tell me that. So there is a strong intuition, particularly discerning truth from lies. But yes, higher connection as well, higher understanding and things like that. Then we have so surrounding is very, very nice. We have pinks and we have metallic. So we have pinks and metallics here. And the pink, of course, is that romantic connection. Like I said before, it's that love energy, but it's more kind of maybe close friends, close family, and the romantic partner. So bringing in that romantic partner, maybe in this chapter or something like that. You know, knowing Miss Venus's situation. Committed long term. So you're very likely to get into a committed long term relationship. And then the metallic, do bear in mind that it was actually gold, but I didn't have the gold pen. But silver and gold can be used interchangeably because they have very similar meanings. They are spiritual connection, you know. Like in Kevin's, I saw spiritual protection. Here I see much more connection to, you know, a spiritual... you're connecting on a spiritual level, you're connecting to higher energies, you're connecting to higher powers, okay? So I'm really feeling that. The guides, a spirit family around you very, very strongly, and with that love energy as well. And also with metallic colours, there's abundance of spirituality, but there can also be abundance of monetarily as well. So you have a lot of metallic in your aura, it could suggest higher abundance coming to you, more levels of abundance, getting a bit more money, you know, than you usually have as well. So that's very nice, and I didn't see anything murky in this aura at the moment, so that's very, very nice. Always good to keep a check on that, but it looks very good at the moment. And that was Miss Venus. So now we are on to Samaya. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Samaya, I think, sent on email. I think it was secret frequencies. Admin at secret frequencies. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken here. Or maybe it was Facebook. Maybe it was Facebook. Sorry guys. I think it might have been Facebook. Yes, it was. Excuse me, so sorry. Okay. So we're on Samaya now. So the list goes, I'll read the list. We have Samaya, Swati, Pooja, Jasmine, Caroline, if she sent a photo, Starry Sky, Aries, Lavina, and Shelley. For some reason I put Caroline on twice. But, oh sorry, I will put the rest of you guys on who if you sent photos. So we'll just update this. So we have, we've done the top 4. We have Samaya, Swati, Pooja, Jasmine, Carolina, Starry Sky, Aries, Lavina, Shelley. Let's see who else sent a picture. I don't know if Ryan sent one. Let me see my email. Is Lavina on here? Yes. Aromi, which is your... Oh, right, okay. You're already on the list. Okay. Apologies for that. And Shelley, okay. So I thought a new person sent... Oh, and thank you. Someone said I like your outfit. Thank you very much. Someone said they sent a picture. It must have been Facebook then. Oh, it resonated with you, Arpita. I'm so glad to read that. Samaya, apologies. I'll be with you in a moment. Doing your aura. Me and you. Did you get my email? Let me see. Might be. I have 2 emails. So let me check the other one. Why is it so slow? No, I didn't see it. Which email did you send to? I didn't see that at all. Which of my emails did you send to? Is it secretfrequencies@admin.com or secretfrequencies admin@secretfrequencies.com or secretfrequencies@outlook.com? Send to, if your Gmail, send to secretfrequencies@outlook.com, because Gmail has issues with WordPress. I don't know why, but send it to secretfrequencies@outlook.com. That should also be in the description, hopefully. But yes, so if your Gmail, guys, I will just put this email in here. If your Gmail, it's better to send to this one. If your Gmail, for some reason, this issue with Gmail and WordPress. So if you are Gmail, send to that one. Oh, it's come through. I did just send now. Okay, wonderful. So we have me and you. So do bear in mind, guys, because of the time constraints, should we say? Yes, I have it now. Thank you very much. The same time as this, so 12 p.m. GMT, we will do the exact same stream tomorrow for anyone who I don't make it to today, because I do have the time, a time limit today. But we'll see how far we can get. So Samaya now, we're up to Samaya. So yes, just bear with us and we will see how many people we can get done today. Theodora, you're very welcome. Of course you can join. I'll add you to the list. I am just making sure everyone's aware though. So we're seeing how many we can get through today. We're on a time constraint at the moment because I have to drive. I don't have to, but you know, I'm being. I just want to, you know, drive Leon's little brother home, because Leon's little brother is with Leon downstairs at the moment. So I have offered to drive him home since I have my car back now. So we do have to do that. So do bear in mind we're on a time constraint today, but the aura reading tomorrow will be the same time. I've decided I will do it at the same time. It's going to be like a let's hope it goes well, because Leon will be at work, I think. So we may not have a moderator, so I hope we don't get a lot of spam. But yes, so what we will be doing is anyone who we don't get to today will be tomorrow, but I'll do my best to get through them today, guys. I'll do my best. Okay, so this is quite nice. So this is Samaya, by the way, guys. So we have the red in the center, which I know quite a few people have had red now, but so red, what day is that again? Tomorrow? Tomorrow, same time tomorrow. What time? I'm thinking of doing the same time, because if the people who are in now should be available. Well, maybe not, you know, it depends on their schedules, but it might be a good time. So we have the red in the center here. So red, so again, this is the more nice kind of bright red, the colour of passion, a strong connection to life goals, and maybe their emotions as well, strong connection to their emotions. Thank you, Leon. So there's balance, there's groundedness, and there's a lot of physical and emotional that comes through, and that's because with red, it's high energy red. So this person might be lively, they might be energetic, and that might only be in certain times, like maybe when they're around people they feel comfortable with, or when they're doing something that they love. Like let's say they love you know, the gym, or they love running, or they, you know, something like that, where they put a lot of that high energy into. There's some area of high energy in some way. But yes, so connected to life goals, very physical connection. This is a very physical connection. And what I forgot to mention in the last one with red there, but red can have a bit of a warrior spirit as well. And I do feel that here, a bit of a warrior spirit. And then also we have the yellow. So then we have surrounded by yellow here. And the yellow is the intellect, the connection to the inner child, and we have that joyful, playful energy, that ability to be playful, which is nice when you pair it with. Often red can be serious or tunnel vision focused on goals, so it's nice to you know, balance that out with the playfulness, which makes sense because red also says balance as well. But we have the playfulness, that playful energy, you have that intellect, and like I said, so yellow, you often find yellow in people who are studying, or it doesn't always have to be school. They may be reading a lot, they may be on a course, but studying tends to come through. There's some intellect. There can be murkiness in the yellow that makes it like that stress and pressure with studying, but we're not really seeing murkiness here. It's quite bright, so it might just be signifying some intellect, some intelligence, but playful spirit, and also that magnetic energy to others. So that those external energies reaching out to others, people may be drawn into you, people may be attracted to you, you know, and that does often come as well with the playful nature, because it's just very nice to have a relaxed, playful nature. Then we have the green on the outside, really surrounding the whole aura, and this is a very nice green. It's a bit more deep but bright, so it's not necessarily like that green in Miss Venus's aura where it was like the healer colour. Not necessarily. It doesn't mean you can't be a healer, but it's a bit more dark but still bright. So we're not getting that jealousy, but it's not quite light green basically. So we have that. So it's a love. There can be self-love. There can be unconditional love for plants, animals, and everything, you know. So it's not just, the love isn't just contained to the close family, the close friends, like it can be in that pink energy. It's very broad. It's like unconditional love. It's like a very someone who loves, you know, someone who's just very kind, compassionate, caring. Perhaps they really do compassionate acts, you know. Maybe it's very noticeable that this person is compassionate. So we do see some flecks of metallic coming in. So it wasn't like completely surrounding the aura like we've seen in, I think, Kevin's, but we do get some metallic coming through. So what does that mean? Again, metallic, it's abundance of spiritual energy and possibility of material abundance as well. So possibility to grasp more money than you have at the moment. So there is some potential there with the money on the physical side, but then also there's a spiritual connection. And what I'm really feeling, so the metallic can have spiritual protection, it can have that spirit families around you, or it can have kind of, you are kind of supposed to connect with those guides around you, or tap into your own spiritual powers. So it's not to say that Samaya isn't supposed to tap in to the spiritual potential. I'm not saying that I'm not supposed to, but I feel very strongly with this spiritual protection. So I do like to pinpoint what I'm really feeling strongly, but it does show potential to tap into your spiritual powers by feeling like a strong spirit family, strong spiritual protection there. So yeah, so, oh, and sorry, I always forget the more murky colour. So we have a bit of murkiness that's surrounding the red, and the murkiness surrounding the red, it's much more in the red, it does not really reach the yellow. So this can be those more negative emotions that aren't expressed or aren't healed. It can be that there's some, you know, kind of stored anger or stored low emotion. It can be that, but also can be some block or issue on the work path, because it's that root, well, not root, it's that physical path. It's that those physical things. So it can be a little bit of a block. Well, I say a little bit. The murkiness actually does cover the whole of the red on the outside, so it's not actually that small. You may have a block on your physical path at the moment, so just think about that. So I would say, you know, if I was to give advice on this one, meditate on your root chakra, meditate on removing blocks from your physical path, okay? Because there was, although it's only on the surrounding of the red, it does cover the whole of the red, and the red's quite prominent. So, you know, you have that spiritual protection, but that murkiness may cause a bit of an issue. So think about that. And then yes, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. So Swati now, let's move on. And let's see. Oh, thank you. This is the first time I've ever worn this hat. So up to Swati now, so I think that was email. Let me just get my email back up because I was on Facebook then. Excuse me. Yes, email. Okay, I have it. Wonderful. So Swati, we're up to now. So we have, after this, Pooja, Jasmine, Carolina, Starry Sky, Lavina, Shelley, me and you, Theodora. So let me focus on this. Oh, Swati, if anybody didn't hear me, I'm Swati now. Leon, if you're not busy, does finishing at 2:15 give me time just to eat quickly? I think it does, doesn't it? I'm getting a bit hungry. Oh. Okay, thank you, Leon. Okay, so this is Swati. I'm kind of getting there now, aren't I? What time are we on? Right, okay. So we have in the center, we have this indigo, okay? So we have indigo here. So, and this is Swati, so I want to just keep saying it because people keep asking who I'm up to. So we have this indigo here. This has an adventurous energy to it. someone who's spiritually connected. So there's definitely spiritual connection potential here, because there's also a little bit of purple in this indigo. So it's very kind of, sometimes with the indigo, it's more that adventurous side than the spiritual side. But when you do get kind of confirmation with the purple there, that there is a spiritual energy to this, spiritual connection energy. So open to new experiences, good intuition, deeper insight, connection to higher wisdom. Someone who's quite good at connecting to their own inner guidance. Maybe they do have a strong sense of intuition. You know, we don't always follow it, but perhaps it is there. Someone who can see kind of, they don't see things at a surface level. They're more profound. They see deeper meanings to things. This could be someone who is very connected, you know, that they see signs from their guides. They see the angel numbers and all of that. And it can be, like I said earlier, the ability to discern truth from lies. So there could be some energy of that. So it's, like I said, doesn't mean that no one will deceive you ever, but you're less likely to be deceived because you're quite discerning and have a strong intuition. But with the purple, it does affirm to me that there is a spiritual connection in this indigo, very spiritual connection. So then the green here, we have green. This is quite a bright green, but again, it's not light. So it's bright, but it's, you know, it's not pale green, light green, should we say. So this is more the love, that wiser love, that unconditional love. So it's not to say there isn't romantic love here. It's not to say there isn't romantic love potential, but it shows how unconditional this love is. It shows that she probably has love for plants, animals, you know, all of the beings on earth, you know, everybody, people she knows, people she doesn't know, people in less, you know, people in worse situations, you know. There could be, like I said before, I think, this person could care deeply about it, like a worldwide issue. It's not just the close circle. They could be someone who, you know, feeds the homeless when they're able to, or gives to charity or something like that. It might be forefront in their mind, you know, that they think about those things that people sometimes overlook. So there's compassionate, there's a very generous energy. So a big kindness, should we say. And then we have the yellow around the outside. So further affirming with this yellow, the spiritual ability, because we're getting a little bit of purple coming in there. And then we have the yellow. Yellow in the aura suggests that someone has the potential to have a spiritual awakening. So it doesn't mean that you will, it doesn't mean that you have, but it shows potential. And with the purple coming into the indigo, I do really feel that that's more of a key point with this yellow. But again, this is playful energy, connection to inner child, intellect. So this could be someone who's studying, could be someone who feels like life is always a lesson, they're always learning, you know. Maybe they're not studying in the traditional sense like school, but maybe they always feel like life is teaching them lessons, or they love to read books and things like that. So yeah, that was quite a nice and a bit more simple in terms of there's only a few colours. But what I like about this aura is there's no real murkiness in it. It's quite bright, it's quite, you know, it's quite clear, you know. There's no murkiness in this aura. We have the blue, indigo, a little bit of purple, green, and then the yellow. So again, a connection to inner child as well with the yellow. I don't think I said that. There can be a connection to inner child. There can be a confidence. So there can be a bit more like a self-love, a confidence and things like that. And there's also a magnetic energy. And I especially feel, because this is like the external colour, that there's this magnetic energy. People might be attracted to you. People might find you approachable, you know. You're a very likeable person. It might be easy for people to, you know, align with you, to feel connected to you, because you're very likeable and you have a playful energy. So people like that because it's light-hearted, it's nice, it's fun, you know. So that was a really nice one. That's Swati there. And then we are up to Pooja. So we're up to Pooja now. Okay, so let me get Pooja's photo. If I remember correctly, sorry. I think it's Facebook, but I'm not 100%. No, it's not. I think it must be email. So this is Pooja now, guys. The list is Pooja, Jasmine, Caroline, Starry Sky, Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me and you, Theodora. That's the list. So, just getting Pooja's now. Sorry guys, it's sniffing up the sniffling. You're welcome. I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad that you think it resonates. That's really good. It's just confirmation for me that I'm picking it up right. You know what I mean? So thank you. I always appreciate feedback. I need some new colours. The way I've done this has made her look kind of wonky, so I apologise. Don't worry, your aura isn't wonky, it's just the way I've done that. But, yeah, just bear with me. Okay, and this is Pooja. By the way, guys, I know people are jumping in and out, so they keep asking, but this is Pooja, okay? So we have kind of the more central colour. We have pink here. So pink, you know, pink is joyful, harmony, perhaps with themselves, perhaps with others. There is, you can be compassionate, gentle, loving, and kind. But it's, so it can be unconditional, it can be kind of like they just have a generous nature, but this tends to be a little bit, you know, smaller circle. So it tends to be the romantic partner, the close friends, the close family. It doesn't mean that there's not generosity to others, but it's more, they perhaps tend to be a bit more close knit, okay? So they are seeking or are in a long-term committed relationship. They're very likely to find a long-term committed relationship. It's very nurturing kind of energy, and it is that kind of energy that is channeled into a real loving, like proper committed relationship. So doesn't mean that there's not generosity, kind, and gentleness. It just means that it's more prominent with those close. It's more prominent with that romantic person, you know? So then we have this light blue here. So we have light blue, which is, this is someone who enjoys meditation. They like to be quite calm, perhaps. It could be someone who is kind of seeking a more quiet, more calmer kind of life. They do tend to be protective of those that they care about. There is a bit of a protection energy with the blue. They're very protective of the ones they care about, and they can be a support system as well. So a person with a lot of blue in the aura, like Pooja, can be someone who people will, it's a shoulder to cry on. People will confide in you. People will be kind of your support system. You can be a support system. You can be that person that comes to mind when something goes wrong and they need to call someone, So it's very, very nice energy there. But again, it resonates with the pink in the sense that it does tend to be more close-knit. It's those friends, those family, all those people that you see as family, And it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be a support system for other people, but it just tends to be that more kind of close-knit kind of thing. There is honesty in this colour. There's a very honesty, calm, and good at communication as well. Being able to express themselves in a good way, putting their energy out there in a very nice way that's received well by others. So expressing themselves is quite good. Maybe it's part of the life path to express themselves, to be out there as well. So this is why I'm saying it doesn't always stay in that just friends, just family. There is a great amount of expression here, but that support system tends to be a bit more close-knit. And then we do have some indigo surrounding, some indigo and purple. So we're seeing indigo and purple on this, the exterior, of the aura. So the indigo and the purple. So indigo, adventurous, spiritually connected. Maybe there's a bit of wanderlust there, wanting to travel a little bit maybe. Deep intuition, seeing things from a higher perspective. It can be, so being able to decipher lies, being discerning, I said before, didn't I? So it's being able to see truth from lies quite easily. Of course, the indigo is not one of the most prominent colours, so that might not be it might not be that strong. So it's, like I said before, it doesn't mean that you will never be deceived. It doesn't mean, that you'll never be deceived. But there's this a good, because there's a deep intuition in this indigo, there is a chance that you will be able to discern truth from lies when someone's lying to you. Maybe you get that gut feeling, maybe you get that intuition. And then the purple, so we do have the purple as well. And again, it's quite similar. So we have spiritual awareness, enlightenment, unity. So you might feel quite connected to everything around you. You might kind of recognize that you're not so separate from the greater world, You might feel connected. Transcending the limitations of the ego, seeing the bigger picture of things. So you might act in accordance with a bigger plan, a grander plan, a bigger picture, as opposed to just doing things that are in this current chapter. So you might be very organised and planning ahead. Visionary, might be able to inspire others as well. So you might inspire others, whether that's very kind of like one-on-one, that you're kind of giving advice to others, or whether people are inspired just by seeing you, because you're kind of living to your full potential, or you're trying to. So they can be highly spiritual, philosophical, or into things like psychology, the mind. They want a deeper understanding in some way, whether they express that in terms of spirituality or, getting deeper into the mind, philosophy. But they are deep thinkers, and they do want to get more deep into the root of things. Deep thinkers. So it's a very nice aura, is a nice aura for Pooja here, but we do have the murkiness, so let's talk through the murkiness again. There's murkiness in the pink, so we are seeing this a little bit. So it's right there in the centre. So there can be naivety, there can be immaturity, and there can be unrealistic. So do bear that in mind. It could be one of those things. but with this kind of energy and the more kind of greyish that I'm seeing, I feel it's a bit more a block or a delay or a block or something on the love path, because it's in this more romantic energy. So there's some block with connections. It might not be the romantic connection. It might be a close friend. It might be a close family member. Maybe there's been a conflict, you know, and that's where this colour's kind of, you know, darkening, going murky, because there's been some conflict, there's some unresolved things going on. It seems more likely it will be romantic, block in the romantic sense, but it can be, like I said, close family, close friends. If there's been conflicts, you may recognise what that is, and it's turned the inside of your aura a little bit murky. So try to address that, try to see what could that be, what could that murkiness be in that pink there, and then perhaps try to address that, because it is a bit of a block. There's quite a bit there. The rest of the aura is very bright and nice, but there is quite a bit of that energy there. So that was Pooja. So let's move on to Jasmine now. Moving on to Jasmine. So we are past halfway. We still have half an hour. We have, wait, how many have we done? 2, 4, 6. This will be the 8th. Then we have 2, 4, 6, 7. Yes, so we're getting there. So we have half an hour more, and we're up to Jasmine. So do bear in mind, you may be on tomorrow's list, but it does look like we're getting through them quite well. Okay. Oh, I was just focusing on Jasmine's energy without even looking at her picture. Did you send by? I think it's most likely to be email from Jasmine. Oh, or was it Discord? Oh yes, I don't have Discord on this. I'll just jump out of the chat for a moment then, to look at this. But I do really feel like I connect with Jasmine's energy. What a lovely picture! I love the earrings, very lovely. Yeah, I feel connected with Jasmine's energy quite well. Excuse me. Okay, so this is so much to Jasmine, guys. So we have after Jasmine, Carolina, Starry Sky, Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me and you, Theodora. So this is Jasmine, and this is really interesting. And I like when I do an aura reading with people that sorry, I'm like cussing my face with that. I like when I do an aura reading with people who I mean, I love newcomers as well, don't get me wrong, guys, I love the newcomers, but when I'm doing it for someone who I'm quite close to and I talk to and I know a little bit about, I find it interesting because it's like, I kind of piece it to things that are going on with their life as well. Hello and welcome, it's really lovely to see you. Do let me know if you want to be added to the list, you are very welcome. I have 25 minutes left on here, but I will be doing this again the same time tomorrow for anyone I don't get to today. So they will be first on the list tomorrow. So send me a recent, as long as it's a recent photograph, I can do an aura reading for you if you would like one. Do bear in mind you will probably be tomorrow. Okay, so here we are. We have Jasmine here. There is red in the centre, so a nice bright, nice red with a lot of metallic going on. Can you see? There's a metallic. Can you see it? There's a metallic going on there in the centre, like merging rings of metallic, rings of red. Very, very interesting, very, very nice. So red is the passion, someone who has a strong connection to their life goals or their emotions. They may be balanced, they may be grounded, they may have this balance between like their emotions and the physical realm. So they're very kind of, there could be like a realistic energy with this person as well. They enjoy material abundance, they enjoy indulging in the pleasures of life. They may have some physical desires, physical things that they're manifesting. There's a lively and energetic energy here. And what I really feel, and I know this has come up for Jasmine before, warrior spirit energy. And it's lovely to see the metallic within the red in Jasmine's aura, because it's kind of like, you have that warrior spirit energy, then you have your spirit team that they're saying like, I'm here, we're here, we're helping you on this journey, we're helping you with our warrior spirit energy as well, we're channeling strength to you, and perhaps even activating this lively energy a little bit as well, you know? So that's really, really nice to see. Very, very lovely in the centre there. And then surrounding, again, it's like these colours kind of merging in. So we have rings of pink and we have rings of purple around. So it's really, really nice. We see the pink, it's very bright pink. So there is this joyful energy, this harmony with themselves. They can be compassionate, gentle, loving, and all of that. So it can extend to friends and family. It can, so this gentle and generous energy can be very broad. It can be to strangers, it can be to people they know. But this is kind of, like I said, the pink is more the romantic energy, the close energy. So it's romantic partners, it's the friends, the family, the people close. It's more prominent with them, children, mothers, family, you know. They are a bit closer in the pink energy, but doesn't mean that the gentle, generous energy doesn't extend further. So there is this kind of potential to have a long-term committed relationship. It seems very likely and very prominent with a lot of pink going on here. But it's interesting to see a lot of purple coming in, because we know that purple can be a very spiritual colour, very spiritual energy, and we've seen the metallic. So we can say this purple probably does have some spiritual energy in it. So it's interesting because the spiritual and the love, it's a very twin flame, you know, it's a very twin flame where we're having spiritual and romantic together. Very twin flame kind of energy there. So I just thought that was interesting. But to go into a bit more depth about the purple, spiritual awareness, enlightenment, and feeling connected to everything else as well, not just yourself. There can be releasing the ego, or not releasing the ego, but, you know, kind of disconnecting a little bit from the ego, perceiving the bigger picture, someone who might work toward bigger goals and not necessarily have short-term things in mind. It might be bigger goals, it might be, you know, long-term kind of things. Visionary people can inspire others, so you may inspire others, whether that's face-to-face, giving advice to people, or whether people are just being inspired by looking at your life, seeing what you're doing. There is this energy of inspiration there. being supportive of other people reaching their full potential, not a gatekeeping kind of energy. There may be, if spiritual doesn't connect with people, with some people who get purple, there can be philosophy and psychology in there as well. It's just this desire to have a deeper understanding. And I did forget to mention, with the metallic being in the red, so the reds are very physical, the metallic does have spiritual abundance and material abundance. I do feel the guides with you. I do feel spirit family. I do feel spiritual in this energy. But do bear in mind that because it's within the red as well, it may be leaning a lot as well to physical abundance. So there may be this potential to earn more money. There may be promotion or better job or something like that. Potential to earn more money because it's spiritual and physical abundance. So that was Jasmine. And that was a very nice one. When I say very nice one, I just mean no murky energy. So Caroline, let me see. I put a question mark because I actually don't know if she sent a photo. But if she has... Oh yes, she has. That's wonderful. Okay, so up to Caroline now. That is perfect. And bear with me. I'm just going to... I'm back, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's do Caroline now. It's so warm today. I'm so glad we're getting some good weather. Okay, so let's connect to Caroline. Okay, so I'm going to have to kind of explain this one because there's a few colours that I'm missing today, which is light green and gold. But gold and silver can be they're interchangeable in their meanings, so it doesn't really matter with the silver, where I've put silver, but the light green it does have a different meaning, so we'll just talk through that. I should make a note when it's light green, just in case. just in case, because if you do want the photo afterwards, and I do link you to the article, I don't want you to get mixed up with what I'm seeing here. Okay, so what we have, Leon is making spaghetti bolognese. He's making spaghetti bolognese. I'm excited. I really love pasta. I just love pasta. But spaghetti bolognese. So he is actually using vegan meatballs. Richmond, if you know the brand Richmond, they make sausages. They do vegan meatballs that are very nice. I think they're the ones he's using. Hello, yes, you're very welcome to still send your picture. What I'm doing, so we're kind of getting towards the end here. We have 15 more minutes. Hopefully we can do Carolina and one more person, hopefully, Starry Sky. But everyone else, so Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me, you, Theodora, and you if you send one, can all be on tomorrow, and it'll be the same time tomorrow. If you need a timestamp, let me know. So we'll do our best to see how far we get. So I've got Carolina now. I will be able to do Starry Sky. Maybe I'll get to Aries, but I don't want to rush them. I will see if I can get to Aries, but if not, we'll begin at Aries tomorrow, and tomorrow will be Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me, you, Theodora, and then USA Baines. Yusuf, I don't know. I don't know the name. But yes, you will be on tomorrow, so you can be on tomorrow. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's do Caroline. So I don't want to rush, but so this one's very nice and very interesting. So we have a deep blue and indigo. I say deep blue. We have an indigo. To me, indigo is blue, but I think a lot of people say indigo is like a purple. So I don't know what you guys think, but I see it as like a dark blue. But I do also sometimes get confused between some greys and purples. I'm not colourblind, but it's like, do you remember those pictures people used to put on Facebook and it was like, do you see this or this colour or this colour? Some greys and purples I see differently, so I don't know what you guys think. But this is indigo, and so this is adventurous, spiritually connected, open to new experiences. So that when there's a lot of indigo as well, like this is quite a large bit of indigo, there can be a lot of wanderlust. So if your aura has changed, so guys, you guys who have been on before, if you did get a picture of your last aura, ask me for this one, get this one, and I will, and you can compare them, because it's so interesting, because certain colours will get bigger or certain colours might move if you're growing on your spiritual path, or if you're having emotional changes. So is more wanderlust coming in, and maybe is this why there's more blue indigo? If there is, I don't remember Caroline's last one, but I'm just saying sometimes when indigo gets more vibrant, there can be a wanderlust coming there, or maybe they're just really growing on their spiritual journey. Maybe there's a really deepening of that intuition, there's insight, connection to higher wisdom. So this person can be kind of royal blue adjacent to purple. Yeah, I definitely do see it as blue. So this can be, what were we saying? So connection to higher wisdom. This might be an old soul, okay? Caroline might be an old soul. Intuition, insight, higher wisdom. Seeing beyond the surface of reality. So again, we're getting like deep thinkers. We're getting people who see more profound than just what there is. Seeing those deeper things, those hidden things, occult things, maybe some other people don't see. And it's also that, again, discerning truth from lies. So this person, especially with Caroline, because there's a lot of blue. So when the blue is quite prominent, indigo, when it's quite prominent, we are seeing that she is probably very discerning with truth from lies. If you lie to Caroline, she will know, okay? So don't lie to Caroline. So we have green as well. So this is where I've made a little note here if Caroline does want the picture, because I've done the green that I have, which is this one, but I don't have a light green, and this is light green. So in light green, you can still get the kind of meanings of the usual green, that, those kind of unconditional love to, yes, romantic love, yes, love of family and friends, but wider love as well, plants, animals, you know, feeling for those less fortunate and things like that. You may get with someone who compliments you very well, and you will show a lot of kindness and generosity. So it's not to say that it doesn't have those traits, but this is the light green, so it's much more that colour that's found in the aura of healers. So again, going back to when I know you guys have had one before, I think you have. Going back to that, seeing if there's any changes, seeing if it's a bit different. There's a lot of light green here, so was the light green in your old one? Has this just come in? Has this expanded a bit because maybe you're tapping into healing energies? Maybe you're giving readings, maybe you're giving healings, maybe you're meditating, maybe you're doing astral work for the collective, you know, because it's a very healer energy and it's very prominent as well, so it's very nice. And then the surroundings, so this was interesting. We have rings of yellow, but we're having metallic colours in there as well. And again, this is where I make a note. In Caroline's aura, it's actually gold, but I only have the silver today, and they have the same meaning, so it's okay to use them interchangeably, but I want to let Caroline know it's gold, okay? So you do have gold in there. Gold and yellow. So yellow, connection to inner child, some joy energy, balance, maybe there's maybe there's a higher level of self-confidence or inner peace, playful energy, like I said, connection to inner child. You might be someone who helps others heal that inner child, or you might bring out the positive parts of that inner child from someone else so they feel nice and, you know, comforted with you. There is attractive energy, magnetic energy. People might feel drawn to you, people might be attracted to you, and this can be in that opening up to you kind of level, but sometimes with yellow it's more a shallow level, so it can be, you know, you're attractive, they're attracted to your physical appearance oftentimes with the yellow, but so in yellow there's potential to have a spiritual awakening, so it doesn't mean that you will or that you have or you haven't, but there's potential for it. But we are seeing the indigo, so of course, and we're seeing the metallic, so indigo and metallic, probably very likely she's had a spiritual awakening or continuing to have enlightenment, okay? And then again with the metallic, so it was gold, but I've done it as silver. There is within that, there is possibility of spiritual abundance. So there's a spirit family there, the spiritual protection as well. But there's also possibility of material abundance. So in metallic, we do see that some potential for material abundance. So you may be working towards having more money than you have right now, or you may come into more money than you have right now, and you are really on this journey of more spiritual abundance and awakening as well. So that was a really nice one and an interesting one. Do let me know if you want your picture, but do bear in mind the green is light green and the silver is gold. So I'm really sorry for Carolina there. So we are now up to Starry Sky, and I think this is going to be the last one for today. But if you have sent a photo to me, do comment and let me know. So varying red beard, you're very welcome to a oh, am I mixing you up? Are you having your reading? Did you have your reading? Anyone who is here who is not, so this is the last one for today, but do send in your pictures, your recent, please make sure it's a recent picture, because like I said, auras do change. They change with emotional changes and spiritual changes. So they're kind of always evolving, you know, and changing and growing. And maybe one day you need a lot of that metallic and spiritual energy because you're doing a lot of spiritual work. But maybe then you go and visit family and then you need that pink and that green and that compassion and all of that, you know, or maybe you're going to volunteer, so you need that compassion, you know. So they do change. So make sure to recent photograph, send it to either my email, my Discord, my Facebook, they're all in the description, and you will be tomorrow. You will definitely be tomorrow. Yes, Aries, you are first. on the list. So you're first tomorrow. So you have Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me and you, and Theodora, and anyone else who is in who wants to send a photo. Just let me know that you're sending it, and put your YouTube name. If your email is very different from your YouTube name, put your YouTube name. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So do let me know your YouTube name if you're sending in your picture, and you will be tomorrow. It's 12 p.m. GMT most likely. Do look on the homepage. I haven't scheduled yet. I don't know why. I say I didn't know that this will get so busy, but this is always a busy one, so I should know. But let's get on with Story Sky, who sent a email to admin, I think. Yes, there we are. And we're having Divine Masculine now. We've run out of Divine Feminine, but don't worry, it doesn't really matter. Wonderful, you sent a pic. Wonderful. Make sure you've told me your YouTube name as well, because I do like kind of the list with the YouTube names in case people don't want their names like constantly, you know, shouted out on stream. I at the moment I can't do the time conversion, but I will do that for you afterwards, Aries. I will check that when I have a moment. I will check this. Send me a Facebook message with it, and I will check it, because I have my well time buddy. So if you send me a Facebook message, I will check the time conversion for you. Yes, let's do Story Sky. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'll put you on the list as well. Apologies, Story Sky. Let's get to it. Put the wrong lids on. Oh, I said that wrong then. Oh no! So it's a shame this one's kind of running out, because I really like this colour. Clearly she just needs a lot of pink. Must be the case. Debbie, hello! It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you. Yes, so this is the last one for today, but 12 p.m. GMT tomorrow. We'll be right back doing the rest. I will put you on the list now. And, oh, another pen. I'll put you on the list now. and send a recent picture. Send a recent picture over. You'll be on tomorrow. I don't have a time constraint tomorrow, guys, so it will be a little bit better tomorrow. This is just because I'm going to buy a plant as well, before the shop closes, and going to take Leon's little brother home. Even though he said he doesn't like my new car for some reason. I think he was used to the old one. He said he doesn't like it. I said, hey, do you want to see my new car? He's like, yeah, excited, and then he said he didn't like it. Okay, so excuse the kind of splatter here. Oh, bear with me one moment, sorry. One thing I missed. Okay. So, excuse the splatter there, that's not part of your aura there, okay? It's just because it started to leak and I had to like dab it. So in the center here we have a lot of yellow. And the yellow is really nice, really bright mostly. So there's joy, balance, there could be a high level of self-confidence or inner peace. So self-confidence or inner peace, maybe both. Yeah, even maybe both. Playfulness, connection to inner child, maybe the ability to heal other people's inner child and to, bring out the positive parts of other people's inner child. So it's not childish, it's childlike. When you have those nice playful moments where you should tap into that childlike energy, but not childish, so don't get me wrong. But really, really nice. There's a curious energy in the yellow. There is a curious energy, and that kind of does, it makes sense that there's a curious energy because this often get a really prominent amount of yellow in the aura when someone is in learning. So if they're in school, if they're in education, if they're training in their job, but even if they're reading a lot of books. So this could be someone that just likes to learn things themselves, maybe they're being self-taught in like an instrument, or learning something from video, or like I said, reading a lot of books. It could be something like that, or they could just really see life as a learning journey. They could really like to take the lessons from life. So they have to be really strict like government institution. It doesn't have to be something like that. It can just simply be they love the lessons of life. They love learning and growing, on their life path. But it is a really nice colour to have. There's a lot of yellow in there, playful, and there's a magnetic energy. So when there's a lot of yellow in the aura, people can often be very attracted to you. So there is a level of a shallow attraction, so physically attracted to you, but there's also this magnetic energy, so people might just be drawn to you. And often it's because you do have that childlike energy that you can tap into. It doesn't mean that you're not serious. It doesn't mean that you don't take things seriously, because we see, as we will talk about in a moment, we do have the red. So it's not to say at all that you don't take things seriously, but it's that ability to be playful, that ability to tap into the playful side, and that's what attracts people really. So then we have pink here. So if you can see, we have pink, and pink is that again, it's like a harmony energy. So it could be harmony with yourself, accepting yourself, or it could be harmony in your close relationships. Usually it's close relationships. So pink can be a generous nature, pink can be kind, it can be compassionate to plants, animals, strangers, people less fortunate. It can be that, but it's usually more the romantic connection, the close people, the family, or the people you feel are family, your soul family or your best friends. It tends to be a closer energy, but there's still a generous nature here. And with pink as well, it's more likely that you will be in a long-term committed relationship. There's potential for that. If you're not in one already, there's potential to get into a long-term committed relationship with this energy. It doesn't really speak to someone who is dating around or wants to be single, or the pink isn't the most prominent colour. So, you know, maybe you want to be single right now, or maybe you have wanted to be single in the past, but there's definitely a monogamous committed relationship potential here. So let's go to the red. So the red at the bottom, again, it's a bright red. Don't confuse it with those deep dark reds that can be anger. It's a nice red. It's passion. It's the strong connection to life goals. It's the physical world, the material world, being connected to the physical and material world, being connected to life goals, you know, maybe putting actionable things in place to attain those life goals, that material abundance, indulging in the pleasures of life, enjoying material abundance. Why not? You know, it's nice to be spiritual, but why are you having a 3D life if you're not going to indulge in those pleasures? So it's nice, and it's balanced. We'll talk about the metallic kind of little flecks here in a moment, but it's nice to have balance of red for material and the metallic for spiritual. So let's look at the indigo first. So we have indigo here. So indigo, adventurous, spiritually connected, open to new experiences, maybe some wanderlust, maybe wanting to travel, things like that, wanting to learn from different cultures, different communities, different, you know, parts of Mother Earth, basically. Intuition, deep intuition, someone who has higher wisdom, maybe an old soul. They're very connected to their inner guidance. So like I've said with this one before, discerning truth from lies doesn't mean you will never be deceived, but it's more difficult to deceive you because you have a deep intuition, and you maybe have had those times in life where you've had that gut feeling or that intuition to not trust someone, but you've given them the benefit of the doubt, and then you've realised, oh yes, my intuition was right. So the intuition's spot on, so listen to it with this energy. So that's really nice. But let's talk about the metallic. So we have the metallic at the top here, some flecks of silver coming in. Spiritual protection, the spirit family, guides around you, spiritual connection, possibility for spiritual abundance and material abundance. But it's nice to have metallic balance with red, because red is definitely physical, whereas the metallic, it can lead to physical abundance. It can lead to having more money than you have right now, but it can lead to having more spiritual awareness. It can lead to awakening more spiritual gifts than you have right now. And I did forget to mention in the yellow as well. With the yellow, I don't know if I mentioned the intelligence, oh yeah, I did with learning, but the ability to have, potential to have a spiritual awakening. So when we pair that with indigo and metallic, it's like, yes, this person probably is going to have some enlightenment, some awakenings on their path. But let's just talk about the murkiness. We don't want to forget about that. There's a little bit of grey energy, a bit of murkiness. It's mostly in the yellow, but it's a little bit in that pink as well. So with it mostly being in the yellow, it tends to point to the stress or pressures. So when we were talking about learning, when we were talking about, you know, perhaps training in a job, perhaps learning, perhaps just maybe it even is just life lessons, but there's a pressure, there's a stress. So maybe you're overworked, maybe you're over worried about something, you know, but there's some level of stress or something like that going on. Stress, being overworked, pressured, maybe worrying about that next level, because there's so much potential to get more in the physical abundance, more on the physical path. So that potential, it might be overwhelming a little bit. Maybe you're not fully tapping into this ability to take those proactive steps yet. Maybe there's a bit of procrastination on those steps, or there's a bit of hesitation, or, you know, crossed wires on that path, because it does seem to be some stress or pressure. But it is going a little bit into the pink, so it could be a bit of a block on that. So we're seeing like this person's going to be in a long-term committed relationship. Is it that you're not in that yet, and there's some block at the moment, but there's a lot of potential for that? Because when the grey is in the pink, it can be simple, like naivety, immaturity, or being unrealistic, because we do see some of that childlike energy there. But there could be a block on the greater life path, for the love path, on the greater love path, sorry. So do just bear that in mind. The Mercury energy, it isn't to worry, because it's not like black, it's not brown, it's not those really, really dark colours. It's not really to say to worry, but it's to know where to focus. It's to know what might be going on. Where might I be blocked? Is there a lot of stress and pressure in some work or study scenario? Is there a block on the love path? That's what, that's the questions I would ask, and what I might address if you were going to do, sorry, someone's mowing their lawn. So if you were going, I'll close the window. So if you were going to do, if you were going to do any spiritual work, get any energy healing, or do any meditations, I would focus on stress, pressures, any hesitation on the physical path, and the love path. So focus on the love path. Let's see. Okay, so Debbie, sending love, light, and blessings to you. I really hope you are getting there. I'll message you, I'll connect with you, and get back to really putting you in a forefront focus in my personal prayers and meditations, because I did do that last time you said you were unwell. Okay, so you're really resonating with that, so that I'm not, I think maybe a block to my long-term partner. Yes, so it could be that. So I'm glad that you do resonate with that. It does show you, and the Mercurius does show us where to focus. Varying red beard. I have a personal question. I can't place your accent. That's because I live kind of outside of Liverpool. So it's not Liverpool, but it's kind of, a lot of people here share the same kind of accents with Liverpool. We're quite close. So I have more like it's a Liverpool accent, but it's not very strong. It's a bit more, I speak very clearly, and I'm, sometimes people with very strong accents sometimes call me posh, but yeah, that's just, it's kind of like a little bit like kind of Liverpool way. You're very welcome. So I'm really glad that it resonates. I've gone 10 minutes over, so I'm going to get off now. But love, light, and blessings to all of you. If you did not get your reading today, Aries, Lavina, Shelley, me and you, Theodora, USA Baines, I think, Debbie Turner, you will all be on tomorrow's, and it's probably going to be around 12 p.m. GMT. If you have trouble with time conversion, message me and I will check it for you. My Facebook, both emails and Discord are in the description of the video. Do not hesitate to get in touch. Really hope to see you guys soon. You nearly said Newcastle. Okay, so I think that's quite far away, but that makes sense, especially if I don't know where you are. But yeah, it makes sense. There's so many dialects and different kind of like accents in the UK that it can be very difficult to place them, especially when they're not that strong. So I think it's really clear to other people that I have an accent, but because it's not super strong, it can be difficult to place it. But love, light, and blessings, guys. I'm so happy that so many of you came. I should have known with Aura. It's always popular, so I cannot wait to see the rest of you guys tomorrow. I really apologise if you did not get your reading today, but hope that you will be back tomorrow. And if you need a timestamp, just let me know. If you need a timestamp, that's fine. Absolutely fine. So love, light, and blessings to each of you. And I hope to see you soon.